Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Trading Card Game live video. My name is Jamie and today I'll be taking you through another deck which has come out from the most recent release, which of course is Prismatic Evolutions. Just before we do go into the video though, if you like this type of content, you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card Game, then as always hit that subscribe button and of course like the video. So let's just get straight into it. Let's have a look at the deck of today. Today we are looking at this card here. So we've already looked at Umbreon, we've looked at the Kanto Evolutions, we're now looking at Espeon EX, which is a Psychic type. Evolves from Eevee to stage 1 with 270 HP, weak to dark, has a resistance to fighting, review cost of 1, and 2 interesting attacks. So I quite like Espeon EX. It has the first attack here, Psych Out for a Psychic, and 2 colorless for 160 damage, which is pretty solid, and discards a random card from your opponent's hand. So depending on how you want to play this, you can kind of utilize a lot of cards to try and get that hand size down to 2 cards, 3 cards, even 4, and then try and discard random cards from their hand. And that way they can't basically just do anything. They can't attach energies, can't play support cards, etc, etc. So that is the idea. That's one way that you can play it. I really like this second attack, Amazes, or Amazes, I'm not too sure which one it is, but either way I really like the second attack. It is a Grass, a Psychic, and a Dark Energy, and you can de-evolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon by shuffling the highest stage of that Pokemon into their deck. So that is really good. Keeping in mind that there are a lot of evolutions in the format. I'm just thinking of like Chien-Pao, for example, Charizard, Dragapult, even V-Stars like Regidrago, or even things like Lugia. The list goes on either way. There's loads and loads of Pokemon out there that rely on evolution, so we can de-evolve those Pokemon, put them back into the deck. It doesn't even go into their hand, it goes into the deck as well, which means that they have to then try and get those cards back out of their deck, try and search them out again. So that is really good. The common strategy is to utilize cards that can kind of place damage. So things like Frostlass, for example, things like Dusknoir, place damage counts to then de-evolve that Pokemon, and then they'll get knocked out because they usually have like quite low HP. That is the idea, but I just don't think there's enough support for that at the moment. So yeah, we're going to predominantly focus around Psych Out, and then we have the option nonetheless if we want to use the second attack as well. We also have the option there as well. So what cards kind of best go well with Espeon? Well, if you want to kind of build like a damage kind of manipulation deck in terms of like manipulating damage and things like that, again, you could look at things like Monkey Dory, you could look at things like Dusknoir, Frostlasses, several cards out there that might work. If you want to go for a more aggressive build, which is kind of what we're looking at today, then we're just going to go down the simple route of using Terapagos EX for its unified beatdown attack, so we can utilize that as well. So yeah, Terapagos is it's a good sweeper, so we can just kind of like late game kind of push and just get those knockouts and kind of maximize our bench space. And because we're utilizing Terra Pokemon and Colorless Pokemon, we can also play the Noctowl line. We've got a 2-2 here with Hoothoot and Noctowl, so we can utilize Jewel Seeker. And Eevees, we're going for the 3 of this one with the boosted evolution ability, so we can try and maximize the probability, if you like, of getting out the Sylveon first turn. And of course we have one EVX as well in the deck. So it acts as a Tera Pokemon, which means we can utilize things like Noctowl, we can utilize things like Glass Trumpet as well. So that's why we have that in there as well. And of course the standard, just the Fan Rotom as well, such as our Colorless Pokemon. Very good turn 1. Fills up a bench as well if you want to use Area 0. And of course probably the other addition, which is quite interesting, is just the one Sylveon. So this is going to be way or much better after rotation, because it has this Safeguard ability, which a lot of Pokemon do have in the format. Let's say a lot of Pokemon like Mimikyu, for example, and you've got other things like Cornerstone Ogerpon. But Sylveon has a Safeguard ability. However, the text reads that it prevents all damage done to it by attacks from only EX Pokemon. So if you look at the wording of things like Mimikyu, that is V Pokemon and EX Pokemon. So this is only against EX Pokemon. So it does still warrant the 1 copy, because if we are playing against something like Raging Bolts, for example, they are all EX based anyway, so we can utilize Sylveon. That will slow them down a little bit anyway. So yeah. But I think Sylveon will definitely be really good kind of post rotation. So this is certainly one card that I would look out for. So, and since we're already playing Eevee anyway, it's a Psychic type, kind of synergizes quite nicely with the deck, especially because it only requires like 1 Psychic and a double Colorless, or a double Turbo Energy. So yeah, other Pokemon are pretty standard. 1 Budew in there just for Itchy Pollen. We've also got the Fezandipiti EX as well, just to flip the script. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty, it's pretty standard, to be honest. If you are playing like a Terapagos line, that is kind of the general build, if you like. So Noctowls, Fan Rotoms, etc, etc. Trainer line looking a little bit something like this. 4 Buddy-Buddies, 1 Earthen, we've got Switch in there, we've got Ultra Balls, 2 Ultra Balls in there, like space is kind of tight in here, so that's why I've gone with 2 Ultra Balls. We've also got 2 Area 0. A lot of decks are already playing Area 0, so there's not really too much need to kind of overextend with Area 0. I think 2 is absolutely fine. Most decks that aren't playing Area 0 are normally only playing like 1 or 2 stadiums anyway, so we can usually try and like bounce their stadium. Especially since if we are leading with Espeon, we don't need the additional bench space. It's just like a nice optional thing to have. So 1 Glass Trumpet, you could also bump that up if you want to. 1 Crispin, just for the energy acceleration. And supporter line, we're looking a little bit like this. We've got 4 Iono there. We've got 1 Professor's Research, just in case we want the push. 4 Arven, predominantly speaking, because we've got Sparkling Crystal in there, which will help us utilize Espeon's second attack as well, if we want to use that. Or even just try and like minimize the energy as well. We can also use the first attack as well. Try and lessen the energy requirements in 1 turn. That and Crispin normally gets your Espeon powered up in 1 turn as well. So that is pretty good. Yeah, and then other things, because we've got 4 Arven, we've also got 1 Rescue Board in there, we've got 1 Tera Ball. I think the list is pretty standard from there. I mean, you could probably change a couple of things if you wanted to, but I think the list is pretty standard. There's not really no need really to go through too much of all the cards. Energy looking a little bit like this. So the emphasis, of course, is on Psychic, because we do need to utilize things like Sylveon, for example. We need to utilize things like Espeon. So the emphasis is on Psychic, and then we also have Grass and Dark in there. We can get this back also with Glass Trumpet, and of course 4 double Turbo Energy. So that helps out a lot with Terapagos, as it requires a double colors there. And also things like Espeon's first attack and Sylveon as well. So that is the reasoning behind the energy requirements. So then the Grass and the Darkness fuels for Espeon's second attack. But yeah, there you go. That is pretty much the deck. That is the concept anyway. Again, there are a few variants of Espeon EX, but that is kind of what I'm testing at the moment. It's quite an aggressive build, so to say. But yeah, let's go and play a game with it and see how it fares. Okay, so let's go with heads. So I was actually just recording a game. I was just playing a game right now, and it just told me that it had to reconnect. And yes, at first had to reconnect, and I can see this. I was like, oh great. So we'll go again. Let's go again. Why not? I was going pretty well as well. I was going pretty well. Never mind. What can you do? Mulligan. Mulligan. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're going first anyway. You know what? Yeah, going second, you know what? Could also, yeah, I was just thinking, depending on what they're playing, if they're reliant on evolutions and, like, especially Rare Candy as well, you can just use Budew and just try and, you know, stall them out so they can't, nice, cool. Yeah, so they can't evolve, basically, or you can't use Rare Candy to evolve, so you have to go through the stages, if you like. Let's see, Duskull, okay, well that is reliant on, well, I suppose you can go through the stages and all that, so. Cool, let's stick that on the bench, let's stick an energy here, let's Buddy-Buddy. So we want, so Fan Rotom, but is that one Hoothoot? I don't know, it's not good. So we'll get those two. 2 Noctowl, we've got 1 Hoothoot, okay, no worries. It's fine, we'll just fill up the bench a little bit anyway. Cool, let's Fan Cool. Let's get 3. So we'll get 1 Eevee, 1 Hoothoot, 1 Noctowl. That would make sense. Let's go back. Yep, that's all good. Cool, nice setup. Nice setup. Alright. So let's see what they do. Let's see where they go from here. Buddy-Buddy. Does mean that if they're going second, they have the option. Oh, okay, Charizard. So Charizard does hit us for weakness, so that is something to keep in mind. That's something to note. Yeah, you know what? They rely on Rare Candy, right? So I can try and stall them out a little bit with Budew. Just keep attacking with Budew. Although Challenger does hit for 30 damage. That would be a knockout anyway, even without the weakness. But it can kind of set up a little bit, and then perhaps even if they do get Charizard out, they can try and devolve it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, good setup. Luminion, okay. Yeah, so definitely getting a Budew in the active, I think. Okay, that's fine, I don't mind that. Forest Steel, that's fine. So that's going to shuffle our Noctowl back in deck. We've got two, might draw it out. We've got also sort of caster to search it. Anyway, okay, interesting. Okay, right, so I got an Eevee there, cool. Let's see. Why not? We can utilize that to get Espeon, I guess. Yeah, why not? Just, cool. There we go, that's fine. Arven, I guess, and then we'll yeah, I think we should Arven here, and I was thinking Switch. Let's get a Sparkling Crystal as well. I think that could work. Cool, we'll stick the Sparkling Crystal there. Switch out for Budew, so we maintain the energy. That's fine. Have we attached this turn? We have not. Can we get energy? We can get Earthen Vessel, I guess, attached to Espeon. Let's do that, why not? And set ourselves up for next turn. You know what we can do actually, just to try and knock off. I don't know why they did that on their turn. I mean, they should have just waited. But let's get an Earthen Vessel. Let's just get a Area 0. So let's put that out. Just get rid of that. And let's Earthen Vessel. Okay, they just conceded. Okay. So not doing too well on the game side of things today. That's a bit unfortunate. Would like to have played a full game, but never mind. I guess we can just play another game. Let's just play another game and see how that one goes. So yeah, let's find another opponent. So we get heads. Well, they flipped it, but we can choose if we go first or not. Let's go first. Why not? Going first is always good, or generally good. So let's see what we get. Okay, let's see. Alright. Well, hand is okay. There's a mulligan there. What is that? Prasadas. Okay. Ooh, that looks a little bit like Raging Bolt. I think we shall see. If that is the case, then that Sylveon is going to be a bit clutch. Let's see. We shall see. Okay, what is it? Yes, you definitely want to do that. Nice. Okay, we've got a Sylveon in hand there. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, so what is it? Road Moon. Yes, cool. That is fine. Okay, hand looks okay now. Hand doesn't look too bad. Let's get Fan Rotom. Yeah, we have Terapagos in play. That's good. So Fan Rotom. Let's get Fan Call. Let's get us that, and we'll get ourselves a Noctowl for next turn. There we go. Stick that on the bench. Good. That is fine. Cool. So Espeon, that is for next turn. We've got Noctowl for next turn. Let's just get energy on there, so we can utilize that. They are Darkness Pokemon as well, so we have to just keep that in mind, as we do have a weakness to them. Cool. Tera Orb, maybe we can just Tera Orb, why not? Just to deck them a little bit and get Terapagos as a secondary attacker. Good. Nice. I think that's a good setup. I quite like that setup. That's fine. Great. So yeah, maybe that Sylveon is going to be a little bit clutch. We'll have to see if we have an opportunity to look through the deck and see if it's in there. Probably should have done that with Tera Orb, and Nest Ball mind. This time we'll have more opportunities to go through the deck. But Yeah, so if they are reliant on EX Pokemon, which is certainly certainly looks like that is the case. There's a Roaring Moon there. Focused up. Okay, nice. We can also utilize that as well. If we do ditch anything, we also have Super Rod as well. If we ditch any Pokemon as well, we can get them back with Super Rod. Might be worth utilizing that first and then using Area Zero. Maybe that's the play, I think. We don't want to ditch it. I mean, certainly no double turbo energies, but basic energies we can ditch. And we can Glass Trumpet those back on. So let's have a look. Okay, so knock out your active Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that says prevent damage done by attacks. I think. Let's have to read the wording. Oh, so it goes nice. Another Espeon there. Cool. So Espeon's got a retreat cost of 1. That's fine. So it really makes a difference. Let's evolve that. Cool. Let's focus up. Why not? Don't ditch any double turn. Okay, nice. We got a Psychic in there. So we get a Glass Trumpet. We can get that back. That would be great. We can also get a Glass Trumpet. Stick that on the Eevee. Double turbo switch maybe. Let's try that. Let's stick that on. Yep. Cool. Let's do that. So let's check all. So Glass Trumpet. We want that. Let's check all. Sylveon is not in there. Okay. Probably should have checked that before. Never mind. That's fine. Then I think I'm not reliant on evolutions either. Then I think what do we do? Game plan has changed a little bit. You know what? We'll just go for a balance. We've got Area 0. Let's get it's fine. We'll just stick that there. Don't need to de-evolve anything, so that's also fine. Let's Glass Trumpet. Let's put that on Eevee. Why not? Double turbo here. Let's get Area 0 in play. Stick that there. Cool. We'll keep Ultra Ball in hand just anyway. Just because we can Ultra Ball and then get the other Noctowl out. That's fine. Psych out 140. Why not? Just some cards from my hand. There we go. Cool. So annoyingly, we're just 10 short from the Roaring Moon there. I think if we get Terapagos out, we would need, I guess, not to put a... Actually, we can still get Sparkling Crystal and an Energy Attachment, and then that will weigh, so 864. 240 is 220 with the double turbo, so 240, that would knock it out. That might be our revenge KO, I think. So we can get Sparkling Crystal. We've got Ultra Ball hand. We can get Sparkling Crystal plus an energy. Hey, it's okay. What do you want? What are you bringing up? What did you try? I mean, we would guess Terapagos, but go with what you want. I thought so, yes. Okay. Ah, interesting. Okay. That's, okay, interesting. Cool. Okay, did they just run out of time or something? What happened? So bosses, bring that up, maybe. We're just going to knock out the active, but at least going to knock this out. Just finish up ourselves, and it's at 30. Can we get a 30 somewhere? I mean, yeah, we can actually just attack that with, you know what? I think that's the play here. I should check discard. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just get a Noctowl. There we go. Noctowl, and yeah, we want to get a knockout on the active. Yeah, Stroll Seeker, that's fine. So we'll get, actually we'll get a Crispin actually, and that would get 2 energy attached to the turn as well. That would get a knockout. We could just do that. That would probably be the safest play, I think. And then, do we have, is it Research in deck just for next turn so we can push a little bit? No, but we have Iono. I guess we can just use Iono. Make sure check hand. On bosses in hand. Alright, that's fine. Cool, let's just Crispin, why not? Let's grab utilize that, so we get the Psychic for the Espeon if we need it. Cool. Yep, whatever. And the grass we'll put onto Terapagos, there we go. And we're just going to knock out on the active, 150, pretty solid. We can extend a little bit as well, so next turn we can extend. Or alternatively, what we can do is just get a stadium card in play, and if we assume, there we go, there's Sylveon. Nice. Cool, let's have a look. Prevent all damage done. Just buy attacks from, okay, so it's damage. Cool, so that I believe, actively away, then just damage yourself. That's the effect of the attack though, it's not damage though, so I'm pretty sure that would get through Sylveon. I have to check that ruling. I'm pretty sure that it's not damage from the attack, that's the effect of the attack that's doing that, so I'm pretty sure that would get through. But anyway, regardless of that, so if we assume this Terapagos is going to take the hit, it's going to go down. It's going to Terapagos, yes. And then this Roaring Moon here is going to be taking a 200 damage to itself. Then in comes Fan Rotom to save the day. Fan Rotom is going to hit the 70 to try and get the knockout. Yeah, as long as there is, of course, a stadium in play. No, it didn't. Okay, they're just knocking off the stadium. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's a glitch. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we're doing 150. That's fine. 150, 150. So it's 10 short if we go with that route. So 150 and 170, there's 210. Oh, this is 20 short, I think. So, okay, that's fine. So let's think. What is the best route here? So we cannot. Okay, so we can attach to Espeon. We'll do it there because it's that's all right. Let's Iono. Why not? Cool, so we have a follow-up attacker for the next turn, yeah, we can follow up that next turn and try and do something with that. Yeah, annoyingly, there was no stadium play anyway, so Fan Rotom can't attack. So we'll have to go 160. The problem is that, well, they need energy anyway to be able to attack. I don't have any energy on the Roaring Moon just yet. 190. That 190 on the bench though does become pretty. Focus up. Okay. Yeah, but it becomes a target, so to say. Okay, so I guess if they have Sadas anyway, those Sadas will probably get them that. So. Let's see how this plays out. So we've got Arven in hand. Yeah, we've got energy. Oh, it's got a double turbo on there. I didn't even realize it had a double turbo on there. Oh no, I just wasted a Dark Knight. I didn't even realize. Oh man, I'm gonna put that on the other Espeon. That double turbo kind of blended in with. I thought that was the border. I thought that was the border of just a shiny Espeon. That's what I thought that was. I didn't realize there was an energy on there. Oh no. Oh no. All right, a handicap. Let's see if we can recover from that. Never mind. You live and learn. Live and learn. So. Okay, catch fails. It's fine. I don't really know why they want to catch something better knockout of this next turn potentially. Cool, that's fine. Down you go. Well, yeah, that's pretty annoying. Cool. Okay, Budew. Let's focus up. Don't know what we're going to get that's going to help us right now, but we can, or nothing. Cool. Did we get rid of early the Super Rossi brothers in there? That's pretty annoying. We do have a Night Stretcher in deck. We can get that back. Cool. Knock out that. Let's see. Put it up next turn. Could do that. Yeah. Okay. That's Arven. So we're gonna have to get a Night Stretcher, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get a Night Stretcher. That. Night Stretcher back to Terapagos. Energy on that. There we go. We've got one to have for next turn. That's fine. And let's just hope we get. I know there is a research in the prizes, so hopefully we can get a research and push on that. We shall see. No, we did get a Sparkling Crystal. Does that help? I don't know. We do have Pokestop as well. We can also use Pokestop. So Sparkling Crystal. Yeah, we can discard cards from our hands. We've got foot prizes. We're going to knock out. Probably going to get. If they get a Sadders here, oh no, okay. We didn't get anything from that. Double Sadders and discard. Okay, all right. So we'll see if they can. If they don't get an attack off this turn, I think that we pretty much got this. So. So we've got bosses in hand of 150. We can just get a. How many area zeros do we have? 1, 2. Okay, we've got 1. We get an area 0, another area 0, and then. Oh, really? Let's go 160. Can we tag it up? Bosses. Man. Okay. Area 0 plus 1 more bench Pokemon, which we have Buddy-Buddy in hand. Then we've got this. The fear, of course, here is that if we Pokestop. I don't think there's anything in deck right now that is going to. Okay, we got Sadders, nice. Yeah, so bosses. Yeah, okay, we could potentially do it. See what we draw. I don't think there's anything in deck that's going to, not any item cards anyway, that's going to be able to help us get that out. Let's see. Cool. Or. Just thinking, something still doesn't make numbers, does it? Doesn't add up. Let's have a look. No. Yeah. Okay. So it really just comes down to what we top here. If we top an area 0, I think we've got game. Or we could also get a Pheasant. Yeah, we can get a Fezandipiti as well. We can get an Ultra Ball or anything like that. We can get a Fezandipiti. That would enable us to get to draw some cards. We can flip the script. That would also we can get that through Pokestop. But if we ditch that, then there is no way that we can get that back. Well, you know what? This has a resistance to. Oh, it has a resistance to. Okay. All right. That's pretty big. Okay, I think we've got game. I didn't even realize. I thought that was. Most I was colored. Okay, all right. All right, I think we've got a game. I don't know why I even realized that before. Stick that. That's 160, so we just bosses that up and knock that out. Cool, double turbo. Okay, so we've got the. If we stick a double turbo on there, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. If we stick a double turbo, that goes to 140. I think that's what I was thinking. Bosses in hand. Get up that Squawkabilly. Why not? And we're for a knockout 160, and that is game. So, oh no, not my day today. Sticking more energies than what is on, what is necessary. Thinking colors Pokemon. There's a research. Thinking colors Pokemon have resistance to sight. I thought it was. Don't know why. I thought it was steel or metal even for some reason. Anyway, despite all that, the handicaps, despite all the errors and things like that, we still won. And more importantly, I hope it gives you an idea as to how this deck kind of functions, how it works. Very standard Terapagos EX build deck. It's very, very aggressive, but also utilizes the fact that it has Espeon in there as well, so you can de-evolve Pokemon. And if the strategy is what, if this strategy is kind of what you're looking for in terms of just de-evolving Pokemon until they just run out of rare candies, then yeah, then this could be the play. This could be the build, depending on what your preference is. But yeah, there you go. That is Espeon EX / Terapagos EX. Let me know what you think of the build below. I'll put it in the description box below in the comment section, description box. And yeah, as always, if you do like this type of content, you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card game, as always, hit that subscribe button, and of course like the video, that would be great. Otherwise guys, thank you very much for watching. That is Espeon EX for you, and see you all in the next one.